Come on in the room. Uh-uh. Come on in, you guys. I'm just inviting some people in. Come on in, come on in, come in. Go ahead and shout out your city or hashtag live as you come in. Hashtag live as you come in. Okay, let me see if I can bring Mashandi in. Hey, Vita. Hey, Miss Gray. How are you, beautiful? Okay. We've been trying to get on, and I've been trying to guest requests. I'm trying to bring Mashandi on. Oh, she's probably waiting for me to tell her I'm on. Oh, God, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Matter of fact, I'm not going to get off because I don't want to mess this up. My light is bright enough, honestly. Oh, that's the thing. So tonight we're going to be talking about how to spend your Valentine's, some ideas of how you can spend your Valentine's as a young, fabulous, single person. So this is going to be good. I got some great ideas for you guys. We are actually kicking off a summit that's going to be happening on the 13th of February with Miss Mashandi, and it's going to be all about self-care, self-love, and self-care. Good evening, Rolanda. Rolanda. Good evening. How are you, beautiful? Hey, Terry, how are you? I hope Mashandi's not waiting. Okay, great. I'm like, Mashandi, I'm hoping you're not waiting for me to text you because I'm live at the same time. Facebook is trying not to let us be great, but we're going to be great anyway. What my friend, what Donna say? Share. I want you guys to share, comment, and tag. Share, comment, and tag your folks. Sharon is Karen, and there is going to be some information that's going to go forth that really is going to support you on your journey. Oh, I'm trying to add her. I got to sneeze too. What would be the chances? Oh, God. I see you, Mashandi, but I can't get you. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. You may have to request again. Request again, Mashandi. I don't know why it wouldn't let me pull you on. Oh, you know what? Let me try this. Come on in the room. Okay. You guys go ahead and hashtag live. Hey, Abriel, how you doing? Hashtag live. Okay, we got it. Girl, listen, Facebook is trying not to let us be great, so we got to hurry up and go over these tips.
Listen, I'm telling you, we got to do this like expeditiously. Okay.
Right. So you guys go ahead and say hello. I got a couple things I want to tell you guys because this is just a prelude to what we're about to be doing for the rest of the week, or what my girl Mashandi is going to be doing the rest of the week. And I'm just honored that she allowed me to share this space with her as she has this amazing summit all around self-care. So before, as we're waiting for people to still come in the room, Mashandi, tell them a little bit about the self-care summit, the dates and the times and how they can catch it.
Okay, awesome. So just to give you a little backstory. So what I decided was, this is actually the second annual summit. What I decided was that this week I was one of those people. Valentine's Day week in the office, people are getting flowers. All on Facebook, people are getting engaged. And, the big thing now is they have this super surprise engagement that's all elaborate and it's beautiful, and you're in tears. And then in the middle of your tears, you're, instead of being completely happy for the person, you're like, why not me, God? When is my turn? And so what I decided to do was get together a group of beautiful, dynamic ladies from different areas in their relationship status. So some people are married, some people have been divorced, some people are single with a boyfriend, some people are single with no boyfriend, some people are waiting on God, just different perspectives, just so that we can get together and have a place on social media during this time where you can come and be comfortable being in your whatever your relationship status is, and to have you focus on really the key component to a great relationship. Two key components. Number one is God, and then number two is your own self-love and self-care. So I got together these dynamic ladies who I knew would bring it from the perspective of God, who I knew would bring it from the perspective of self-love, and then I knew had a little bit of tea, because that tea is fun. A little tea never hurt anybody. So and so the goal is that we would be able to give you tools to help you practice self-care. And to be honest, tonight was the brainchild of Jill. So I said we're going to start. It starts on February the 13th. So my idea was to do it the day before, so that we can go ahead and get in the mindset. And Jill said, why not start the week this way, so that we could give them something to start it from the beginning of the week. And sure enough, it made sense. I've already seen 2 people getting engaged. One person has gotten married. So this was great. And the goal is, again, our goal is that we have, just like she said, healthy, happy relationships. And the first one being with yourself. So the times, the dates and times are Friday, February the 13th through the 17th at 7 p.m. So yes, and you can register at bit.ly/table41. So yeah.
Awesome. Yes, good stuff. All right, you guys, go ahead and tag, share, and invite. I'm just going to drop some nuggets. Maybe I'll give a minute of backstory, but I did that on the last video too.
Or 3.
I was just kind of, I 3. I was just sharing like what my journey was, because now, yes, I'm married for 7 years, extremely happily married. But it wasn't always that way. I went from dating, and Vita can attest to this. She's from my hometown. I went from dating drug dealers and jailbirds. One of my high school sweethearts spent 2.5 years in prison, and other 4 years we were together, until one day I just woke up and realized that was not working. I was just sharing. One of the things I quoted, I'll quote here, but you got to go back to watch that to get the rest, is that I want to encourage you that you got to have some standards. And the best way to set those standards is, first, you have to set the standards for yourself. You set the standards for the world of how they treat you based on how you treat yourself. So, and one thing I said, once you do that, you can get out of this mindset, like perhaps I was in the mindset that I would compare my ex to my next, which is very dangerous, because if your ex was really shabby and now your next is a little better, you act as if you done won a prize, when that may not be the case. So anyway, right. We're not going to focus on the relationship aspect of it today, but we do want to focus on the self-love and self-care aspect. So I actually have about at least 5, more like 8. So I have at least 5. I want to go over things. And Mashani, you can just kind of talk about it. And we always want to hear what you guys got questions or concerns about Valentine's. That's why we decided to go live, because otherwise we could have did a pre-recording. So drop any questions, concerns, thoughts, feelings, whatever ideas you have inside the chat. We would love to hear. And like I encourage, tag, share, and invite, tag, share, and invite. So let me go ahead and just drop the first thing, Mashani, which we kind of already talked about. And I've kind of already said, so I'll also wrap into number 2, which is the first thing. If I can get somebody to type this number 1, you guys know I'm the teacher.
Yes.
The teacher. So
yes,
number
the
1,
teacher.
type a love thyself. That's the first thing we want to encourage you to do. And I already just mentioned my quote in regards to that, about setting that standard to the world of how to treat you based on how you treat yourself. And when you start to treat yourself well, and let's talk about what that is. Let me unpack that. When I say treat yourself well, I always got a story to tell. Can I tell y'all a story?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so let me tell you, I was dating this guy, and he was fine as wine, had money in the bank. It was a good situation, let's just say. Had a good job, all of that. And I remember the day that we parted, right? We met, we dated, and then we parted. And on that day, he told me when we got off the phone, he said, take care. And
Mm.
I knew because I had never heard that because he was
Mm-hmm.
very sophisticated, military, Marine type of guy. So he was very respectful. And so
Yes.
when I got off the phone, he's talking about take care. I kind of set the phone down angrily. You know, I was angry and slammed the phone down. I'm like, I will take care. And
Yes.
what that looked like for me and what this should look like for you, what you guys have with the comments? Come on with the comments. Come with the comments. Listen, listen, listen. What that looked like for me was the simplest things. It's just taking care of my body. Come on, you
Yes.
guys. A lot of
Yes.
times Miss Shandi, I know you can, and you've got this whole fitness thing, and we ignore our
Yes.
body. Like, what are you
Yes.
gonna do in life? What goes with Prada bag, with Coach Gucci, whatever? And I know we on a strike from Gucci, whatever. What are
Right.
you gonna do? What are you gonna wear if you're not in good health? So if we can
Yes.
just start right there and say
Yes.
self-care, and for me, I immediately thought about that, which was really strange because I always was a fitness guru. Many of you guys know I ran track in high school, college, and all that. So I always was conscious about my weight and my health. But this time I was taken to another level. I'm like, Mom,
Mm-hmm.
I will take care. I'm going to make sure I drink water. I'm going to make sure I get the proper sleep. Because, I mean, like, if God give us this temple and we
Yes.
only get one, why not be kind to it? Why
Yes.
not be loving to it? Why not be appreciative of it? You
Yes.
know, today I spent most of the day after I kind of did my little, I'll call it my housewife stuff. You know, I had to do some things this morning at the church, or we actually did online Baptist today. And so I did
Amen.
some cleaning. After that, I'm like, I'm tired and I'm just going to do nothing. I felt like my body was saying, Jill, you need to chill.
Yes.
And in that moment, to me, that was self-care for me to say, okay, yeah, I usually cook on Sundays. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
usually do meal prep on Sundays. Yeah, I usually do all kind of stuff, but not today, boo.
Yes.
It's not
Yes.
happening because why? Because that's what my niece used to say when she was a little girl. Because why is because my body just was like, my body was like, I'm not feeling it, and you
Yes.
need to relax. Like your body will tell you what it needs, and
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's just self betrayal for you not to take heed and listen to the
Yes.
signals that your body is giving you, the signals of gaining weight, the signals of fatigue, the signals of
Yes.
headaches, the signals of whatever that may be. Just take
Yes.
heed and cater to it. You know, if you have back pain or whatever, go get an adjustment from the chiropractor. That's what self-care looks like.
Yes.
If you're feeling anxious, low anxiety's coming on, you're feeling a little stressed, go get some acupuncture. Acupuncture
Yes.
is for everybody. I go faithfully every week. So
Yes.
these are the type of things when we say love thyself as the
Mm-hmm.
first thing that you can do. If I were single now, man, my whole Valentine's would be booked up. I'm gonna give you some more ideas. I would be at
Yes. Out.
acupuncture. I
Yes.
would be at the nail shop. I would be wherever doing what I want to do. I'll
Mm-hmm.
buy myself a gift and wrap it up. Come on,
Come
stop
on here.
playing.
Yep.
Let's set the standard. Like we want somebody else to come in and treat us better than we treat ourselves. Somebody needs to
Say
tweet
that
that.
again. Say that
We
one more time.
we expect somebody else to come into our lives and
Mm-hmm.
treat us better than we're treating ourselves.
For
Let me
real.
say, newsflash, Marshandi, newsflash, that ain't gonna happen.
That ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna
Yes.
happen.
Not at all. Because we forget we're literally teaching people how to treat us by
Right,
ignoring ourselves. Why would a man pay attention to you? You don't pay attention to yourself. You're
right,
showing them what not to do. Just do me like this and I'll be fine. And he
right.
gonna do it now. He gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. And the crazy thing, Mashani, and I'm sure you've experienced this. I know I have experienced this because, especially for all my workaholics right now, I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking to you. You, when you do that, when you ignore yourself, because even someone, and I'm not going to say who it is, but someone I mentioned, they were saying that they do work for self care, right? That's
Mm.
not self care,
That's not.
unless you're like a yoga instructor or something where your job allows you to have a level of rest and really,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? But most jobs are mentally and physically and emotionally draining. Let's just be
Yes.
honest. So
Yes.
when you allow yourself to succumb to that, what happens? You got a nasty attitude, you're frustrated, and you're stressed out.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
And you getting sick. You don't even know why. Like, where did this come from? Your immune system down. You're like, what's going on with me? You
right?
stress, boo. You need to take care of yourself.
Hmm. And I think we need to start there.
Good.
So you guys, I'm still waiting for you guys. Well, that's the one. I need somebody, at least one person on the sound of my voice, to type one, love thyself. And I also want to make a
Yes.
call for those who are watching a replay. Go ahead and hashtag replay so
Yes.
we'll know that you're on.
Yes. Hi, Addie. Hi, Serena. Thank you for joining us. Hey, Anthony. Thank you for joining us. And let us know what you plan to do as we go through this conversation. Let us know what you plan to do to practice self-care this week. And if you haven't thought about it, let us know I'm thinking about it, because that's the goal here. Even if this is something that you hadn't even considered before, start now. Acupuncture, I do love. My doctor, if you want to know, tell me who do you go to. I'll let you know who I go to for acupuncture. And then it's actually making a decision. So some people might say, I've talked to somebody about this, and they said, what if I can't afford it? Well, guess what? There are things you can do that don't cost you any money. Meal prepping doesn't cost you any money. Turning down your phone for 1 hour, no money, but it's being intentional. It's saying to you, to the person around you, to everybody, this 1 hour from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock on Wednesday is my time. It does not matter what happens. And I shared this earlier with someone else. One of my friends asked me, we were talking, and I let her know, this is what I do. This is when I learned to love myself. This is one of the things I do. I just have uninterrupted time alone. And so my friend said, so when I call, you don't answer it? I said, no. She said, so when I call you, you're not going to answer? I said, no. She said, what about your children? I said, no. She said, what if it's an emergency? I said, well, then it will still be an emergency in an hour. I made a decision to take care of myself and silence my brain and not have to make decisions and not have to think, and just take care of myself. And it's imperative. And when you take that pause, things become more clear. So I just wanted to add that in when you said love thyself
Yeah,
and
that's
that
good. That's
self-care.
good. That's good. And one thing I'm going to say, and I'm probably going to offend somebody or
Uh-oh.
some people, but let me just
Uh-oh.
say this. I don't really want to, not affording it is not a good excuse. Because the truth of the matter is, we afford and invest in whatever we want. I don't care if you're making
Wow.
$10,000 a year, and that's probably 1% of the people. Because most people are making 30, 40, 50, 75, $100,000 a year. Especially where I'm from, in this area, 75,000 is like every day. Every day. People making
Yes.
that. So to me, if you are saying, I had this conversation with this young lady and I really offended her, and I didn't mean to offend her. I said, if you don't, self-care is self-love. So if
Yes.
you don't have the time to invest in self-care, you're saying, I don't have the time to love myself. I don't have the money to love myself. And to me, that's the most ridiculous thing, because if you're not in that physical health, what can you do?
Nothing. Nothing. That's
I'm
good.
just saying. I'm just
That
saying. And
it's true. And that's, I mean, and we don't, and sometimes people don't think about that because they're not older. So they don't think something can just happen to them right away, but something can happen tomorrow.
right.
You can't, you have to, just like you said, you're right. We can't accept that. We can't make that excuse, guys, that we don't have the money to take care of ourselves. Because, if we had this new guy, let me know if this is just me. If you had this new guy and you were trying to impress him, you'd make sure you bought the groceries you needed to cook him a meal to show him you wife worthy. You have them
Right.
coins then. So, just do that for yourself. So that's good. Okay. Okay.
Absolutely.
So you said love thyself. And then what was your next one?
Okay, and I'm gonna try to get through these quickly because we've been on here for a minute. Well, when the
Yes.
podcast is, but the next thing I would say is embrace your singleness journey. Understand that this is a time of freedom. This is a time where you really can do a couple things. One is really get to know God for real, by really studying and reflecting on His Word. And I
Mm-hmm.
would say this is a time where you get to know yourself, and that's
Yes.
where those dinners and things come to play. I wouldn't necessarily recommend you go on dinner or date on Valentine's Day by yourself. That's going to be hard because it's going to be nothing but couples, and I wouldn't recommend that. Perhaps you probably want to get a reservation, but I just wanted to throw that out there. But let me give you my number 3 thing. Can somebody type number 3? Where you guys are with the typing? Is everybody driving or something?
Somebody type. Let's see. Hold on.
Hey, Kim. Thank you for
Oh,
sharing, Kim. I appreciate you.
let
Hey,
me
Deborah. I
grab.
see you. Hey, Sheena.
Hold on. Let me see.
Okay, maybe I'm just behind. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna go ahead on to the next one, which is the third thing I want to share is look at the gifts and games. Gifts and games. You can do something with that. If I was single right now, what I'm going to encourage singles to do right now is if you have a good girlfriend or a guy friend. So for the ladies, you guys can say, okay, hey, this is my bestie, this is my girlfriend. Let's exchange gifts. If you're in the same city, do it that evening. Y'all can, maybe or even send each other flowers. And you ain't faking a out.
Right.
I remember in middle school, I used to send white carnations to my friends. Because the
Absolutely.
white carnations is like for friendship.
Friendship. That's right.
Right. So it's not. I feel like we kind of idolize so much in a romantic relationship as if that's the only type. I feel like as a culture, I feel like as a nation that we are so deficient in love. Period.
Yes.
We overemphasize on love from a partner, but I'll tell you, that's not the only source of my love. And it's
That's
not
right.
even the main, listen, it is not even the main source. My marriage is not the main source of my love.
Yes. Yes.
God
yes.
is the main source, and
God
where He
is.
fills my cup, not
Yes.
my husband. So I want to encourage you to do that. You guys can say, okay, we're gonna find something special on 1-800-Flowers.com. Our budget is $40 for each other, and we're gonna send each other something. Send it to your work, whatever. And people say, oh, you got a boo? Like, no, girl, my best friend sent this to me. Aren't they pretty?
Yes.
We ain't faking a fountain. I don't believe it. We ain't fake. We ain't gonna lie. No,
right.
That is not of God.
That is not of God. That's right.
For what? Lie for what?
That's right. That's good. And because who says why? Like you said, why does love have to be from a man?
Right.
Okay. Good.
Exactly.
Okay. So that's good. So
okay. So that's what I want to say. With the girls, you guys do the gifts. For the guys. And girls can do this too, but I wanted to have something specific, guys. For guys, you guys can do a you guys can do a game night. So pull out the spades, pull out the dominoes, pull out the unos if that's all you know how to play. And I don't even know what technology you guys are playing now. I want to say Nintendo, but I'm like, I might be dating myself. Like, I don't even know what they're playing anymore.
No, it's not Nintendo, sis. It's Xbox.
Xbox. I couldn't think of it. Okay, I'm like, okay, Xbox is what people playing now. I'm like, hold on, but it's made by Nintendo, but it's called Xbox.
Xbox, yes.
Okay, whatever.
Now I don't know that part, but Xbox, yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so Xbox or whatever that is you may be playing, you guys can do that and have a fun night. The number 4 thing I want to share with you guys is consider having a potluck or a gift exchange. So whether maybe you and your friends are out of town, you can do the 1-800-Flowers and send it to each other. If you guys are local, why not say, okay, let's throw down, and then let's also do a $15 gift exchange or something like that. So let's just be creative and think outside the box. But again, we wanted to do this tonight because we don't want you trying to plan this at the last minute. You guys can start planning tonight, start planning Monday, get 3, 4, 5 friends together and have an amazing time.
Yes.
And so you're creating, my favorite word as it pertains to attracting healthy, happy love and having a healthy, happy marriage is creating.
Yes.
Because you have the power to create that which you desire.
Absolutely.
So number
that's
5.
Good.
Number 5 is an all-white affair with your top friends, and then invite a photographer. Say, hey, okay, we all went all white. We're gonna all do a cute photo shoot.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be like so nice and dope?
Yes.
You can be, and y'all can get some red flowers or whatever, and just saying, oh, I love myself or whatever.
That's right. I think that I like love that. Yes.
Man, I wish I was single because I would have called my girlfriends. Because listen,
okay, that's a great idea. Don't be surprised if you see me do that.
Oh, do it. I want somebody to do it. I wish I could do it. Number 6, I can still do it. I'm married, but I don't know what my husband's planning. And we just kind of go from there. But number 6, plan a gift. Oh, no. Plan a spa day. It's probably already packed up. Plan a spa day. That would be nice. And the 4 seasons, I go hard or go home. If you can do 4 seasons, do 4 seasons. If you can't do 4 seasons, go to Envy. What is it called? Massage Envy.
Massage Envy.
Massage Envy, and get you a spa a spa massage. Get your toes done, get no pedicure.
And they might have something on Groupon, actually.
Okay. And for the guys, there's this place in some areas called Hammer and Nails. See the brothers, I ain't gonna leave you out, Mike.
Yeah.
He's still on here. So Hammer and Nails is a spot for men. And I love the name Hammer and Nails because it's very masculine. It's very targeted, very niched. And men do like to, and you need to. I know I need to get my cuticles and all the whatever. What is it called? Yeah.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
cuticles pushed back.
Yeah, yeah.
I need it right now. Look, I need it right now.
Right. This is a situation.
It's a situation.
That's what I would say with that. I got two more.
Okay.
I got two more. Oh, she said Kim's driving. Okay, well, don't be texting.
But Kim said fire content. It is, Kim. This is good. I knew it would be, though. I knew she would bring it.
The next two things I'm going to share with you guys, and then we'll see if we can take one or two questions, is give back.
Yeah.
Give back. I remember, and I'm not even going to tell you how long ago because you're going to be like, really, Jill? I remember it was this one year in my life that I had the opportunity to go to a nursing home every holiday for like a year.
Yes.
And it was the most rewarding time. And it's like a time I will never forget. And this is a time, whether it's a nursing home, senior home, or orphanage, you can coordinate and maybe take some cupcakes. For the guys, you can go and play a hand card game with some of the old fellas, maybe read a scripture with them, pray with them. Like sometimes we're just so caught up in our own emotions and what we think we need and what we think we want that we can't even see that life itself is such a gift, and how, being in our right mind in itself is a gift, and how can we be a blessing to somebody else and give to somebody else rather than worry about what we are not giving. To me, I mean, I would see, if I saw somebody on social media, and I don't know if you could do this, but I'm just saying, taking a picture at a nursing home or giving cupcakes or giving back, to me, that warms my heart more than, yo, boo, bought you flowers. Okay.
Right.
Okay, that's, like, everybody does that every day, so whatever.
Right.
So I just want you to think outside the box on this. And then the last thing I have for you guys tonight, as I try to read my scratch here, what did I write? Purchase special gift. Oh, I said purchase a special gift for yourself. And perhaps you can go shopping for it the night of Valentine's. So let's say you've been saving some coins and digits or whatever you've been doing. You've been saving some coins. I would encourage you to go shopping. Like if it's $100, $200, $300, whatever it is, you may say, might even want to buy yourself a promise ring. You might want to buy yourself a promise ring. Only thing with that, there may be other, I don't know if people want to be buying shopping for rings on Valentine's. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. So that may be a good idea for you to go grab you a promise ring. I'm sure there's going to be sales because people have been buying rings earlier that day. And you may want to buy yourself a really cute dress, whatever that may be. If you have the budget and the money, do something to invest and show yourself some appreciation and love, especially if you've been being a good steward and you really haven't been splurging or spending any money. Then you may say, okay, this is the day that I'm really going to say, let me be kind to myself.
Yes.
So that's what I wanted to share. And you guys, please, if you do any of the things I suggested, please tag me. I would love to see. And I'm like, I want to do some of these things. I'm like, I might not do it on the Valentine's, but y'all might be seeing me with some of my single tribe doing some of these things because I love to create experiences with and for them.
So let me just tell you something so funny. At least 3 of those things touch me personally. So let me just say, your last one, I'll show you guys. This is a ring that for myself that I bought. She is now 15 years old this year. So it's Valentine's Day, 15 years ago. And I'll tell you why. So this is so funny. You brought this story up. I forgot all about this. I was dating someone and he decided he needed a break. It was right around Valentine's Day. So I went to the store. I bought me a ring and I said that if I can buy myself a ring, then the next person is going to do that or better than this. So I bought myself a ring. It's not a lot of weight on it. It's only a carat. But I did that. And every time I look down at myself, it reminds me of a gesture that I did for myself. It made me feel happy to go in and buy that ring for me, for myself. So that was one of the things you said. Number 2, I'm a director of nursing in a nursing homes, a long-term care facility. So that would warm my heart if someone came in and wanted to talk with someone, because several things. Someone with dementia, their long-term memory is intact. And so they might remember that they were married and that their spouse is no longer there. So seeing all the hearts and things may make them sad. So if I saw someone coming in wanting to read to one of my gentlemen or do nails with one of my ladies, it would really warm my heart. And I know that that's a great idea that would make us feel special. And then you said one more. I start right with the at the nursing home because it was so good. But the point is that those all are super great ideas, and they do take your mind off of when you serve others. It takes your mind off of what you're not getting, and it causes you to be grateful. You have an attitude of gratitude when you see someone, when you serve someone and they're so happy that you just made a red little heart with them. I think those are great, guys. What do you guys think? Those are great. Alyssa said the
Yeah.
devil mad because it's messing up. Alyssa, I listen. So you guys are gonna have to
He
tune
big
in
mad.
later this week because we're gonna keep bringing it. I would say for growth, I would have stopped this last year if this had happened. But I'm determined that I know that this is good and that somebody needs to hear this word. I knew she would bring it, so I'm excited that we are finishing it out. We are gonna get it out, whether we have to do it over and over again. We're gonna do it later on this week. We're gonna get this out. We're gonna help some people not be sad for this Valentine. So that's awesome,
Exactly.
Jill. Okay, so those are the things you would suggest. So what do you feel about you were talking earlier about you're leading up to your husband. Would you say that your self-love was pivotal in attracting the love that you desired?
Oh, yeah, it was necessary. It wouldn't have happened without it. Like if my husband wouldn't have married me if I didn't had that intact. Like it just would not have happened. Because that's the foundation of who you, well, God is ultimately the foundation, but it's your relationship with God and your relationship with yourself. And you just kind of build from that. But I had to have that foundation because if not, I wouldn't have, it would have been all shallow and a hot ghetto mess. And I would have been looking for him to do for me what I should have been doing for myself. And honestly, I believe,
Yes.
I know to be true. That's why a lot of relationships are, and marriages particularly, are dysfunctional because people are looking for their mate to fulfill either a need that they should be fulfilling for themselves or that God should be fulfilling. And so they're putting on these unrealistic demands for this
Mm-hmm.
person to come in and do all these things. And it's not for them to do, it's for you to do,
It is for
you
you.
know?
That's it. It is for you to do. That is so good because I was there, like you said, I was there. We've all been there. And now knowing that it is when I decided that I made a decision. So I wanted to say when Jill was talking, there's something that keeps coming up in my mind when I hear you talking that you made a decision, like you made a decision. You looked, it wasn't going well. It wasn't going the way that you wanted and you made a decision. So I'm challenging everyone on, if you feel that your life is not going the way you want it, or this week gets you feeling some kind of way, make a decision. For some people, it might be that you walk away from a relationship. For some people, it may be that you strengthen your relationship with God. For others, it may be for you to write the vision. You may not even know. A part of what I think happens to some of us, me included, is that we didn't even really know what we were looking for. We're just like Jill just said, we were looking for somebody to walk up and have the answer, but we didn't even know the question. So
Right, right, right.
we just need to know what it is that you're looking for, right?
Right,
And
right.
finding that, I believe, when you practice self-care and get in your word, those things become clear. I know God will reveal those things to you, and help you and keep you this week. So that's my little 2 cents worth. I'm telling you guys, can you not tell this is going to be fire? I'm
Yes,
so
yes, yes.
glad that you decided to come on tonight and to get this week started. Because like you said, you told me that the way that you thought it would be successful is if we started early. And so I believe that getting, I hope somebody on the line, Alyssa said, help me today. Oh, you want us to help you or this helped you? Help us out,
Yeah,
Alyssa.
she's saying, help me today. Like, just help me with what you're saying, all the things that we've already said.
Oh, yeah, awesome. That's so good. That's what we hope for. That you start thinking now so that you set yourself up for success, so that when Thursday comes, it's not a woe is me. It is a, what, let me just take some time for myself, and let's make this not Valentine's Day for me, but for Love Me Day, to
Right.
remind you to love on yourself today. And go on Groupon and get that massage envy, or like big dollars over there. Should be going to, what do you say you go? Where you get your
Oh,
massages?
Four Seasons.
Yeah, the Four
I go to the Four
Seasons.
Seasons. You know, nothing, no big deal.
No biggie, little something. But it's
Right.
important. What I hear is that what struck me, and the reason why I asked you to be one of my guests, is because you still practice self-care even though you have a husband, because so
Oh
many of us
yeah.
believe that the husband is the end all be all, right? Once we get him, everything is fixed. We're
Girl,
fixed.
bye.
No, we're
Mm-mm.
not. That when I look at you, I see a woman who is full, independent of her husband, that he is
Mm-hmm.
an asset. As she is an asset to him, he's an asset to her. And I said this today to someone, one of the, we need to redo our math, because we go, I'm his, he's the better half, and
He
you
completes
give,
me.
he completes me, and we give him 50-50. My new math says 1 times 1 is still 1. So you bring a whole person, you multiply it by a whole person, and you still are 1. That's that new math. We got to do something different. We got to figure that thing out.
That's
Because
the
we're
truth, though.
teaching
But that's reality. That's what it is. 1 times 1 is 1.
1 times 1 is 1. So we need to just change that. That, again, making a decision that I want to be whole, because I believe that the man that God has for me deserves a whole woman. And I believe I want to honor the God in me by presenting him as when you see me, you see the God in me as a whole woman. Oh, and I remember what the other thing was. The other thing you tapped on is, I'm into wellness and fitness. So I look at taking care of yourself is not an option. But if you have difficulty with it, you look at yourself remembering that you are the temple of Christ Jesus. And if you love him, it is easy to take care of his body that he lent to you, that he's using you as merely a vessel. And that it's an honor to take care of his body. It's an honor to prepare your foods, and it's an honor to get acupuncture, and it's an honor to drink water, and it's an honor to serve God by presenting yourself as truly a living sacrifice. So when you said that, I was like, oh, she hit all my little areas right on the head. She hit all my areas. But I just
Nice,
wanted
nice,
to
nice.
come forth and remind you guys of that, and present to you Miss Jill, because I know she can give it to the people. All right. Do you
Awesome,
have,
awesome. Well, let me see. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to ask you if you had anything else you wanted to say.
Sure. I think I would be remiss if I didn't share that actually we are kicking off a program tomorrow, Ready for Love program, for those who are saying, okay, I know I need to do more. I'm kind of been struggling in this area of self-care and really getting myself in a position to be a wife. I haven't done the preparation, but I know there's some preparation I need to do. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
drop a link, and you can fill out a quick questionnaire, and then that questionnaire is going to route you to make an appointment with me, or just depending on how you respond, it's going to send you to a next step to help you to get to what's next for you in your preparation journey. And so if you want to chat with me, I'm available to chat. Hit me in my inbox, and I look forward to talking to you soon. So, Mashandi, thanks again, and have a good night.
Well, I just wanted to tell you really quickly. So you guys check out that program, because I've already been up there and I looked at all the bullet points. Oh, it looks like it's going to be amazing. So you might see me in there getting myself ready, because he ain't put no ring on it. So I need to get some points together too. So thank you so much for
You're welcome.
sharing with, now I was going to say sharing with my audience, but now we're sharing with your audience. Thank you for working through the technical difficulties with me. And you guys, like she said, she's going to post a link to the program. And when you see her later this week, I'll have the links to the program on all her information on my sites as well.
All
So
right.
thank you guys. We didn't, no questions? I think you said you're going to ask some questions. You
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
good?
Oh no, I don't. Let me see if anybody has. We can take one question.
Okay.
Let's give them like 10 or 15 seconds. But
Okay.
you know, while we wait for that, the funny thing is, and this is so how things are hidden in plain sight. You said 1 times 1 is 1, which is a fact. One
Yes.
time a half is a half.
Wait a minute. So I didn't even get that far. Listen. 1 times a half is a half.
Yeah.
Shut the
So
front
you,
door.
a lot of times we be trying to get with a whole person, and we a half person. You're still going to come out with a half a person. So to get that whole person, it takes that one
Come
time one.
on.
That's some good stuff, Masandi.
Come
So
on now.
that just came to me as you was saying that. So I'm like, hold on, the multiplication. If you take one time something, it takes that number of itself. It don't take it to one.
Yeah, that's something to consider when you're getting a half a brother too. So so if you whole and you
Oh,
worked on
don't go
yourself
to
and you
zero
got,
time of one. Who?
just what I'm saying. So you, it's a zero. He
Oh,
don't took you.
dang.
He don't took away everything. So that's so good. I love that. So you want to be whole. That's so good. You wait, y'all gonna hear that again.
Girl, listen.
You will hear that again. Oh, no questions. Well, again, it has been a pleasure speaking with you tonight. Thank you so much for sharing your tips on how we can get started this week. And you guys look for us starting Wednesday night at 7 p.m. We'll be on, I'm sorry, the 13th. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 7 p.m. So you guys look for the individual flyers. And thank you so much. I appreciate you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too. Good night, guys.